Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ainanaja binti Khazarudin. My matrix number is 2024-800-566.
My name is Aina Aisyah Piti Shaharin. My number ID is 2024-27-12.
My name is Putra Alisha Atira. My student ID is 2024-226612. I will start with the meaning of differentiation. The meaning of differentiation is a method in mathematics to find the rate of change of something. And then I will continue with techniques of differentiation. We have 7 techniques. The first one is constant rule. The derivative of number like 5 or 10 is a 0. The second one is power rule. Look at the exponent of the variable and then move the exponent in front of the variable as a coefficient. And the last one is subtract 1 from the exponent. And the third one is constant multiply rule. If you multiply a function by a number, just multiply the derivative by that number.
Okay, for sum and difference is differentiate two function by add or subtract. Just differentiate each one separately. For example, is x power of 2 plus 1 over 3. Then product rule. If you multiply two function, use first time derivative of second plus second time derivative first. For example, for product rule is vu prime plus uv prime. Then question rule is if you multiply two function, use the denominator, multiply derivative of numerator and minus numerator. Multiply derivative of denominator divided denominator power of 2. For example is vu plus uv over v power of 2. Then the last one is chain rule. Is function inside another function, differentiate the outside, then multiply by the derivative of the inside. For the example is chain rule is x plus 3x power of 2, then power of 2.
Let's look at question 2, which asks us to find the derivative dy dx for two different functions. To differentiate these, we apply a product rule because when the function we are differentiating is a product rule, is a product of two functions of x. Okay, so we find the derivative of each part, which is u is 4x power of 3 and v is cosec 1 plus x. Okay, to find the u prime, we use power rule. Okay, the power rule is used to differentiate terms like x power of n, because where n is a constant. Okay, and then we bring down the power, which is 3, and multiply with 4x, produce power of 3 with 1, and we got 20x power of 2. And then we find the v prime. Okay, we use a chain rule because when we are differentiating the composite function, that is a function inside another function. And then we differentiate cosec 1 plus x, we got negative cosec 1 plus x, because cosec we differentiate, we got cosec x got x. And then don't forget to differentiate in the brackets, okay, which is 1 plus x prime. And then we differentiate, we got 0 plus 1. And then we multiply with 1, and this is the answer for v prime. Okay, after we find the u prime and v prime, we put into the product rule formula, okay, which is u prime plus u v prime. And we substitute, and then we expand, okay, we expand on 20x squared with a cosec 1 plus x, and 4x power of 3 with negative cosec 1 plus x got 1 plus x. And then this is a positive and negative, okay, we multiply and then we got negative. And this is the final answer for question 8. Now let's look at question 2. To differentiate these, okay, we will apply quotient rule because which means one function is divided by another function. So this is u, and this is v. Okay, we need to find u prime and v prime. Okay, so to find the u prime, we apply chain rule. Okay, first we differentiate sign, we got cos x. Okay, don't forget to differentiate x also. And then we got 1 because x power of 1 minus 1, we got 0. Any number or unknown power of 0, we got 1. And then the answer is cos x. And then we find v prime. Okay, we use sum and different rules. Okay, use when function are add or subtract, so that we use sum and different rules. Okay, and then we got 3. Okay, so after we find the u prime and v prime, we put into the quotient rule formula, which is bu prime minus u v prime over v square. And then we substitute into the formula, and we expand, we multiply that, and we got 3x plus 2 cos x minus sin x 3. And then we multiply with 3 multiply with sin x, we got negative sin x. And this is the final answer.
To find dy dx using implicit differentiation. Okay, firstly we have to separate the term by term and label it as a, b, c, and d. Okay, first we have to differentiate the terms of a, which is y ln x power of 2. In this term, we will use product rule because we have two terms, and we have to find u prime and v prime. So our u is y. We have to differentiate y, and we will get 1. And we have to put dy dx whenever we differentiate y. So the answer for u prime is dy dx. So we move to the next step, which is find v prime. So our v is ln x power of 2. The ln, we assume it as a 1 because there is no other constant number in front of ln. So bring down the x power of 2 and we have to differentiate the x power of 2. So after we differentiate x power of 2, we will get the 2x. And then we have to multiply 2x. So after we multiply, we will get 2x over x power of 2. And the answer for v prime is 2 over x. And then we will use formula v u prime plus u v prime to find the answer for a prime. So our v is ln x power of 2 and our u prime is dy dx plus y and v prime 2 over x. Okay, we have to simplify and we will get ln x power of 2 dy dx plus 2y over x. So this is the answer for a prime. And then we will find the b prime, which is our b is 2e power of x plus 1. So we just copy the 2e power of x plus 1 and we have to differentiate the power. After we differentiate the power, we will get 1. And then we have to multiply 2e power of x plus 1 and 1. So the answer for b prime is 2e power of x plus 1. And then we have to find the c prime, which is our c is cos 4y. And then the cos we will change into the negative sign for y and we have to differentiate the 4y. So we just copy the negative sign for y, 4, and after we differentiate 4y, we will get 4 dy dx. And then we will multiply the negative sign for y and 4 dy dx. And the answer for c prime is negative 4 sin in bracket 4y dy dx. And we have to differentiate d, which is our d is 0. And for d prime, the answer is still 0. Step, we have to combine the terms, which is a prime minus b prime minus c prime equal to d prime. So we just copy the a prime, which is ln in bracket x power of 2 dy dx plus 2y over x. And our b prime is 2e power of x plus 1 minus our c prime, which is negative 4 sin in bracket 4y dy dx equal to our d prime, which is 0. So we have to simplify the term. After that, we have to separate the dy dx into the left hand right. And then we have to factor the dy dx. So we will bring out the dy dx to the left hand right. And then we have to make the dy dx as a subject. So we will bring the ln x power of 2 plus 4 sin 4y to the right hand right and we will become divide. The final answer for this question is dy dx equal to negative 2y over x plus 2e power of x plus 1 divide ln in bracket x power of 2 plus 4 sin in bracket 4y. So that's all.
Okay, I will show the question 4. Square root 4 at 0.99 minus 2 over square root at 0.99. Step 1, we will find the x0 and data x. x0 is at t1 because the function we want to approximate near and a perfect square. Data x minus x0 at 0.99 minus at t1, so we get negative 0.01. And then next for step 2, we will find the fx and f prime x. Apply x in the square root. And then x, the power of 1 over 4 minus 2 over x power of half. And then we just write down and this, and we got 2x the power of negative 1 over 2. And then f prime x, which is differentiate fx. So we calculate this, we got negative 3 over 4. And then minus, we multiply this, we got negative x the power of negative 3 over 2. And then we write down back this, and when negative and negative become positive, then 1 over 4 square root 4 x power of 3 plus 1 over square root 3 x the power of 2. Then step 3, we will find the fx0 and f5x0. So for firstly fx0, f is at t1, and from this question we just apply the at t1 in this square root. So this we got 3 and this we got 9. So 3 minus 2 over 9. So we calculate it, we got 25 over 9. And for fx5, f5x, 1 over 4 at t1, the power of 3 over 4 plus 1 over at t1, the power of 3 over 2. So this question, so when we calculate this, we got 31 over 2916. For the last step, step 4 is use formula. The formula is fx0 plus data x, and fx0 plus f prime x0 data x. For fx0 that we just got just now, 25 over 9 plus 31 over 2916, and data x is negative 0.01. So we write down and plus, and we calculate this, 25 over 9, and when positive and negative become negative, and the last answer for this question 4 is we got 2.778. In conclusion, it begins with a conceptual equation that requires explaining the meaning and techniques of differentiation. It then moves on to applying differential rules such as the product and crucial rules to find the derivative of given function. It also includes a question on implicit differentiation, which involves differentiating equations where both variables are interdependent. Finally, it tests the use of linear approximation to estimate the value of an expression. Overall, the question evaluates both theoretical knowledge and problem-solving skill in the topic of differentiation.